It took 56 matches in IPL to determine the final four teams. And after two qualifiers, one eliminator, we have the grand finale of IPL 2020 upon us. Mumbai Indians will be taking on Delhi Capitals in Dubai on November 10 in what will be the cracking finale of IPL 2020. I am Shubhayan Chakravarti and you are watching IPL Shots. And today I am joined by former England international Monty Panesar. Hello Monty, how are you?
Yeah, happy to be on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Monty. So, Monty, Mumbai Indians, Delhi Capitals, you predicted these two teams to play the final in the start of IPL when we previewed the entire tournament. So, happy with the two teams, all deserved?
Yeah, look, for me, I think that both of these teams are probably the strongest teams in the tournament. Mumbai Indians probably the best, all-round team in the tournament, and Delhi Capitals were. I think they're probably the strongest when it comes to the bowling attack. They tend to, win the games in the last sort of 5 overs, the last quarter of the match when they're bowling. So this is going to be an interesting contest. They obviously played together. They've kind of had their semi-final before where, Mumbai Indians got over 200 runs and everything went in their favour. So in the final, if Delhi Capitals can bowl like they have been doing in them last 5 overs, then I think they've got a chance.
So, Monty, these two teams faced in the qualifier one, and before that, they faced each other twice in the league stages. And all three times, Mumbai Indians came out victorious by a good margin. So, how do one team defeat Mumbai Indians? They are such a good team, champion side filled of world class players. What will be your take on the Mumbai Indians squad, and what will be your suggestion for Delhi Capitals ahead of the final?
Yeah, look, I think pace is going to be a key component to beating the Mumbai Indians. We've seen it with all the young sort of Indian stars. Anything that's really quick, they always slightly late to pull the shot. And I think the likes of Rabada and his fellow sort of teammate, they both can actually cause damage with the pace. And I think that's where they got to look to. They've also got the spin of Ashwin and Akshay Patel, so that experience could help them. But the real decisive factor is going to be Mumbai Indians batting against Delhi Capitals fast bowling.
Obviously, as you said, Mumbai Indians' batting is the standout point of their team. Obviously, Rohit Sharma and Quinton de Kock have been so good for them over the years. But what is your take on Suryakumar Yadav? I think he has been absolutely sensational in this IPL, and there have been lot of talk surrounding his call up in the Indian team. Why he hasn't been named in the Indian team as of now? What is your take on that?
Yeah, look, he's a type of player which people don't really talk much about. I think in that Mumbai Indians team, everyone's talking about Kishan. He's probably a bit more flamboyant player, more the sort of player that looks appealing to the eye. But his numbers are good. Kumar Yadav's done really well. I think there's something missing. He's had a great tournament, but there's just something there in his game where you kind of feel like he's a good player in Indian conditions, and is there a space for him? At the moment, he's trying to get in this India team, which is really strong. And this is, a huge testament to the BCCI and also Virat Kohli and how strong Indian cricket is. That I think the likes of Kumar Yadav, if he was an England player, he would definitely get in the England team straight away. So he's probably just a little bit unlucky that, he's a great talent, but people don't really talk enough about him. Indian cricket tends to be the players that are flamboyant, players that the fans tend to get into the team, or the media really hype about. And I think he's one of them sort of players that if he consistently has another great IPL next year, then I think he'll be seriously, people will be talking about him. They'll be thinking, why isn't this guy in the Indian team?
And obviously, you talked about the Mumbai Indians batting lineup, but Delhi Capitals' batting has been a worry of late. I mean, apart from Shikhar Dhawan and Marcus Stoinis, no one is really clicking. The domestic players in Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant have completely faltered off. Prithvi Shaw hasn't scored runs. for Delhi Capitals at all. So, what do you think? What should be your suggestion for them when it comes to the batting department? What should they do to beat Mumbai Indians in the final if they have to bat first or chase a good total?
Look, it's one of them things, in it. If it's your day and the experiment, comes off, everyone's going to be applauding Ricky Ponting and saying, "Wow, what a great coach!" And the Marcus Stoinis, that came off. But if that catch was taken by Jason Holder, it would have been a different ball game altogether. There would have been that same kind of, oh, here we go again, first 2 overs. Delhi Capitals lose a wicket, then they start their innings. So, look, if an experiment is going well, why not keep at it? I would keep Stoinis opening the opening the batting, having there, in the bowling as well. It's kind of working for Delhi Capitals, and it's a big game. It's a big crunch game. And it could surprise Mumbai Indians, because it's an experiment that last time when Mumbai Indians played Delhi Capitals, they didn't really have Marcus Stoinis to open the batting. So this, could be the difference. And look, I wouldn't change a thing. They've won a game against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Keep the same team, keep the same experiment, and who knows, Delhi Capitals may even win the match.
Before the start of IPL, I remember you predicted Delhi Capitals to win the tournament. Will you stick with your prediction, or will you change back to Mumbai Indians?
I'm the way Mumbai Indians have played throughout the tournament. I think I've got to go with Mumbai Indians. They're the team I think that deserves to win it. I think they played the better cricket. But T20 is on if it's your day, then it only takes 1 or 2 players to change the game. But you look at Mumbai Indians. They've got a lot of players there that can win the game for Mumbai Indians. So I would probably have to go with Mumbai Indians this time round.
And another enticing battle that is going on is for the purple cap. Both Kagiso Rabada, and it's a straight face-off between Kagiso Rabada and Jasprit Bumrah. Rabada is now at 29 wickets, current highest wicket taker in IPL 2020. But Jasprit Bumrah is on 27th, and he's not far away. What do you think? Who will win this enticing contest?
Well, if Jasprit Bumrah, the way he's been bowling, fast, and last game, Rabada took 4 for 29. So, look, I think Rabada is going to be the one who I think will get the purple cap, and Mumbai Indians will be the team that wins the IPL.
And Shikhar Dhawan is 67 runs away from the orange cap. Do you think he will be able to catch up KL Rahul in this race?
He needs to play again really well, like he did in the last game. That 70 odd he scored. So, if that happens, if Rabada gets the purple cap and Shikhar Dhawan gets the orange cap, then I think I'm going to be seeing Delhi Capitals win it, because we're going to see Rabada taking a few wickets, and then we see another 70 odd runs from Shikhar Dhawan, which will mean that Stoinis has done well as well. So with this performance, I think Delhi Capitals will probably end up winning the tournament.
Both the teams right now can do is dream and plan. So Monty Panesar, before we wrap up this episode, the final preview of IPL 2020, it has been a great journey. So who has been your standout players in this entire tournament? Obviously the likes of Rabada, Bumrah, KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan are there, but who according to you has been the find of the tournament? Do you think it is the young Ishan Kishan of Mumbai Indians?
Well, look, Ishan Kishan is a good player. The left-hand opener from RCB, Mavi from KKR. Then we've got, Bishu, the leg spinner, and also the left-arm seamer from, from Punjab Kings 11.
Okay, Arshdeep.
Emerging player, yeah. So I think he qualifies the emerging player. I think he's been a great find. So if you look at, most of the teams, they have kind of one player that has been a good find. The captain, of Delhi Capitals, Shreyas Iyer, who's, grown as a leader under Ricky Ponting's guidance. So I think, you look at all the sort of teams around there have been, one youngster that has shined through, which I don't think has happened in the previous IPL. So, it's a good thing. We need Indian cricket to be strong. But I think now it's even stronger since this IPL.
Yes. Obviously, not a youngster anymore, not an emerging player anymore, but From England, Sam Curran has also impressed very much for Chennai Super Kings. I think he has been the standout player for them, even when they were not doing so well in the tournament. But Monty, thanks a lot for your time. Final prediction: Mumbai Indians versus Delhi Capitals. Who will be the IPL 2020 winner?
I've got to go with Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai Indians. Monty has picked Mumbai Indians. Drop your comments below. Who are you backing in the final of IPL 2020? This is me, Shubhayan Chakravarti. I was joined by Monty Panesar. Thank you for your time, Monty. It has been a pleasure throughout the tournament.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and I really enjoyed working with you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Monty.